Welcome everybody. My name is Stuart Cohen with Transform, an organization dedicated to making transit world-class in the Bay Area. And today we're here to unveil our proposal for a rapid BART connection between the Oakland Coliseum BART station and the airport. Through the last 40 years, people have studied a connection, and in 2000, voters in Alameda County said yes to a proposal that was just $130 million, and the price of that has now quadrupled to over $520 million. What's more, to help cover these incredibly high costs, BART is now talking about a $12 round trip on top of your BART fare just to go 3 short miles. Even beyond that, beyond this quadrupling of cost that has taken place, they have had to cut out the services that were going to make this very fast. They're going to allow this current proposal to be much slower. They're going to not have a connector at the airport terminal, so you're going to have to get off in a parking lot and walk across lots of lanes of traffic. And so some of the benefits have been lost while the price has quadrupled. We're saying that we have got to study a cheaper, better alternative before BART commits themselves to being another $150 million in debt and charging people $12 round trip for this incredibly short trip. So, what we are unveiling today is known as RapidBART, and we are asking the BART Board of Directors to immediately assign their staff and consultants to work with us, analyze this project, and bring it to the BART Board meeting 1 week from today so that our decision makers can have a real choice against more debt or fast, free service that provides a huge number of sustainable jobs. So what makes RapidBART so good? Well, first off, it's going to be free. With some of the funding that was going to go towards this hideously expensive connector, we are going to subsidize this project. That not only means great savings for BART riders, it not only means much higher ridership, but it means very fast boarding and a real simplicity that you just don't have today. We're also saying that you would get rail cars that look just we're also saying we would get vehicles that look just like rail but operate on the street. As you can see behind me here, we've got futuristic vehicles that could be run on clean energy and that would be able to bypass traffic by jumping around them when there are red lights, using the right-hand turn lanes and getting a special preemption. By doing this, we can get essentially the same time as an overhead connector at about 1/10 of the total cost. So what would happen with all of that extra money? What would happen with this $400 million that we, the taxpayers, would suddenly have to spend on things? Well, a lot of it would actually just go to other BART projects. A lot of it would go to avert current service cuts proposed by BART as well as other transit agencies. A lot of it can be put towards BART seismic safety. So in the event of an earthquake, we're both safe and BART can get operating very quickly again. We are not going to lose this money if we go with a faster, less expensive alternative. We are simply going to be able to help save BART for the long term and help save people money. So again, what we are calling on today is for the BART staff to immediately assign their consultants and their staff to work with us to further analyze the ridership on this proposal and to bring that to their board on May 15th so they can make an informed, smart decision. That's all we can ask, is for real-time, smart information, and that's what we're calling on today. The second request is for the Metropolitan Transportation Commission. They've put an incredibly tight timeline for BART to make this decision, and they have the ability to stretch that timeline by a number of months. We're requesting that they do that so that BART has the time necessary to do this analysis if they deem it so on May 14th. We've got a long lineup of speakers who will further explicate some of the community and jobs and other benefits of the RapidBART proposal. To introduce them is John Knoxwhite, the Travel Choice Program Director for Transform.
Well, thank you very much. We do have four more speakers. I want to introduce the Reverend Scott Denham from Genesis.
Yes. Thank you. I'm the Reverend Scott Denman from St. John's Episcopal Church and president of Genesis. Genesis is a Bay Area organizing effort to bring faith communities together, unions, other civic organizations, to voice our values in public policy. And I have one question to ask this morning. In a time when everyone else has to exercise some economic discipline, why is BART acting like this? Are they not aware of the pain in our communities? Are they not aware of the difficulties that common people face day to day just getting around in our community? I live in East Oakland, and I can tell you this community knows that this is not going to benefit this community at all. But beyond that, if they take a $150 million loan, it means it will siphon off $70 million of the federal stimulus money away from transit. Further bus lines will be cut, services will be decreased for the people who need it most. Taking out a loan to build what one person called Star Trek to the airport would be like putting an addition on your house while it's in foreclosure. That just doesn't work. We want BART to wake up and smell the coffee and actually serve the community in a just and effective way. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Reverend. Our next speaker will be Wendy Jackson, Executive Director of the East Oakland Community Project.
Hi, I'm the Director of the East Oakland Community Project. We're located at 7515 International Boulevard, and the East Oakland Community Project is a homeless shelter. We serve 125 people daily. I think that the main point that I want to bring out to you is this, that poor people, like the people who live at the East Oakland Community Project, are not going to benefit from an overhead connector for out-of-town travelers. They will benefit, however, from a program where a BART bus or transport makes stops in the community. They could probably benefit from that greatly. I think that it's important for BART and for MTC to look at how many jobs, how many people can be served better through the use of this money, not just looking at what can benefit rich people who are going out of town, people who can actually afford to buy a plane ticket. We need to concentrate on the needs of the people in our community and continue to keep those needs in mind as we use money that is in effect public monies. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes.